Paperless education. You may be in a company and you have to do research on a certain subject. You may be a teacher, a student, you may be a shopper. This is a good place where you can research the internet or other places and scan information from documents, put them in here, or find them in the internet and copy and paste them in these sections. And I want to show you how that works in a bit. Very useful also for people, let's say if you want to pick up another product which you have sold a couple of years ago and you want to collect all the data pertaining to the product and conversations you may have had. And in this area, especially under documents, you will find documents which have been written in this through the system here. So if you are in a network using this program in a network, for example, or by yourself only, and you send letters out through the system here, then all these letters from here, as well as from sales, there's also a letter option, as well as in purchasing, these letters will be appearing in this subform here, and you can filter for them. So you can pick up an old product if you have prepared it all right, and if you have put plenty of keywords down here, comments and keywords, you will be able to find them later in your paperless educational thing. And then you can see, okay, well, that's what we were relating to. And that certainly works also for students. If you talk about maybe evolution and frogs and things like that, then that'll be all popping up, and then you can collect the information and then put it maybe in your dissertation and scroll through what's important, filter out, and copy and paste and delete and rewrite the things you need. Here I've prepared something from the Wikipedia. I am showing you, let's say I'm the student this time, and I want to look up something. I want to make a dissertation about frogs, evolution, things like that. And here I could go ahead and, let's say, take this whole section, maybe even till here, and here I can right mouse click, copy it, and then I can simply add it, paste it in one of these text boxes. There you go. I may want to even find more information also about morphology. Oh, pronunciation is not good. This may be important to me, and I put this in the second box. So these boxes are there to store just more information. If these boxes are not enough, just create a new line item and do the same thing again. And then maybe I also want to remember the link this was pertaining to. Hold on, need to highlight this really good. Copy, and then I can paste this link in here. Control V would be doing it via the keyboard. I can put certain titles in here, animal maybe, or amphibious. I have already prepared a couple of data strings for you, and you can choose from that. Here are the links. I put in the frog. I can double click, see this hook again, and in other tutorials I've explained that. You can double click on it, you can open it up, and then you can see the information which has been pasted. Now the format will be a little bit different. It will be not exactly the same, but you can make good sense out of it. And basically the reason we do this, because we want to be filtering in these categories later on if we could put everything together. So we are going on the internet, we're going to collect all the data, we are building up our little database, and then in the end we are going to filter for these. Now moving further to the right side, you can, if you are sales related, you may actually create an account to it, but in this case we are not, we are students. We can put categories to them. I've already prepared something, let's say evolution would be important here, and frogs are amphibious, let's do that. And since they belong to it, so, and then there's a time, obviously, or a place. Obviously you wanna create your own categories, but these categories will help you to later on find these things very quick, you can choose from a list of already existing keywords, or you can create more and additional. If there's something you really later on don't need, you can archive them and they will be appearing here. I can do this with this maybe, and I archive it. I need to book it first. Click F5 and it's disappearing here, and it should pop up here. If it doesn't, click F5 and there it is. For now I want to show you how the filter works, so I'm going to unclick it here. I go in this subform and click again F5 and it pops up again. Now I want to filter. Let's see how good I was, and I always advise to practice a little bit with a few data strings so that you get familiar with the functionality of the system. Top here, amphibious, and automatically everything which has in this title column amphibious will pop up. Animal, everything animal related would pop up. Evolution, anything evolution related would pop up. If you don't want that, out. You may actually have evolution comma animal. Then what you can also do is this. Evolution comma animal, and then click what happens. Oops, nothing of that. I may have made a typo, but let's do this, and it's good I leave these mistakes in there because I make mistakes too. Everything evolution related will pop up, also the one with animal. So you don't have to put in the exact data string or the complete data string, I may say, because you can also put that. But we can also say we want evolution as well as we want animal. So then now this will allow everything before evolution, everything after animal, and in between these two we can do anything. Anything may be in there is acceptable, but it has to show these digits and these digits, and that's how you can work with it. So having a filter and know a little bit how these filters work is a very helpful thing. You can also use a digit if that's important. You're looking for something with a digit in between. Now nothing should pop up because we don't have it. We would have to make 2 digits. So, but if I create another digit here, a question mark stands for any digit in between is acceptable. Then hopefully my system picks it up, and it doesn't. And I may have made a little mistake here, so I'm gonna go out of it and see if I find that mistake what I did. Upsala. F5, come on. Let me do it again. Let's say I want ION, comma, and a digit, and A. This is the only one with the combination of that, and that should pop up. So you can use that. There are also other wildcards like pound signs and star we have already used, and then you can use that as a placeholder, and this will help you to filter. For now we don't want to go in depth like that. We don't have to really. We have other options. We can choose a hyperlink or an option. Maybe we have put a lot of optional references called research in this, so all of them would pop up. So it's important to put as many related things in these columns, so the chances are that if they pop up, they are higher. In the main category, I may have an interest to find out everything about bionic. See that no, it's not been used. Evolution, yeah, 3 data strings are there, and so on and so forth. And they can be also used as an add-on. So the combination main category and subcategory 1 being main category and subcategory 1 here, we don't have that combination of evolution and fish, but I think we have maybe any other combination here. That is evolution and amphibious. That combination is available. So it works like an add filter. You add this to this to this, it narrows it further down. It makes it more compressed, if you will. And that's how the others work in addition to that. And play around a little bit with that. Keywords, I encourage everybody to put as many keywords as possible in this column, so then you will find them. Let's say if we go for MFIPS, delete this part of it, then I see everything there. Let's take this out, take this out. Let's say I want to see everything MFIPS. I find 3 data strings, 2 data strings. To do this, MFIP, I see already more. So that's how this works. Text body 1, 2, and 3. You notice that we have text body, where is it? 1, 2, and 3. So we can also find keywords in here. Let's get out here and do one in here. I know that the text body amphibious is already there, aircraft actually. So let's say I were to filter everything with aircraft or just air. Alright, then I have 1, 2, 3 opening up. If I double click on here, the entire data string opens up, and I have filtered in text body 1 air. Somewhere in this text here is air. But if I do aircraft, that probably minimizes the chances, and it's only one data string which is here. There's an amphibious aircraft. In addition to that, obviously, we can use another one, and we say text body 2. We know this is text body 2. Let's do. We know that we have air in all these appearing. Now we want to also know if there are frogs in text body 2. So that combination, text body 1 has to have air in it, text body 2 needs to have frog in it. Nothing of that combination available. So well, that's how you have to work these. It's an additional filter, and that's how you can narrow things down. So there's also a strategical approach how you work this. You can use it for scanning documents, legal documents, and you put them in these text bodies, put the right headers, titles, keywords in there, and you will find them back. Plus you will have them from all your written documents here from the system. So this is what this paperless is all about. And obviously you can copy this URL and then find later by pasting it in our system, and then we hit probably refresh, or well, this doesn't seem to be complete now. I may have not taken it all, but I just hit it, and it should bring me to that one URL back, unless I've not put in the entire URL. This is maybe a better example. This seems to be complete, and now it brings me to amphibious, to the web page. So that's how I can keep also my references straight, and yeah, that's how it works. We thought this was a very cool tool. With this question mark open up, and you see also how you can use the filter and nice explanations.